Ancient civilizations have always been super interesting because they were so great and mysterious. From the awesome pyramids of Egypt to the strange Moai statues of Easter Island, these old things have stories just waiting for us to find them. Imagine walking through thick jungles in Central America and finding the ruins of a Mayan temple. Or picture yourself diving deep in the ocean to explore the lost city of Atlantis. These things make us curious and connect us to a time when people were super creative and clever. Have you ever wondered what secrets are hidden in the past? What if the answers to problems we have today, like climate change, disagreements between people, and figuring out what life is all about, are hidden in the forgotten wisdom of ancient civilizations? Welcome to Atlas of Wisdom, where we explore the mysteries of the past to help us build a better future. Today, we're going to learn about the secrets of lost civilizations, the Mayans, the Egyptians, Atlantis, and the people of Easter Island. Keep watching, because what you're about to learn might change how you see the world. Throughout history, civilizations have grown and then disappeared, leaving behind mysteries and amazing things. These civilizations, each special in their own way, have helped make the world what it is today. Their stories are in the stones of their buildings, the pages of their books, and the stories they told each other. By looking at what they left behind, we can not only see how great they were, but also understand why they became powerful and why they disappeared. Every stone, every writing, every object tells a story that we should listen to and keep safe for the future. Do these lost civilizations have secrets that can help us understand our own lives? The old writings and objects we find give us clues about what they believed, what they knew, and how they lived. By studying these things, we might find solutions to problems we have today and answers to questions we still ask. The symbols of ancient wisdom, carved in stone or written on scrolls, are messages from our ancestors to help us. These important treasures of knowledge and spirit are bridges between the past and the present, and they can teach us a lot. Could answers to today's problems be hidden in their forgotten wisdom? By using old knowledge with new technology, we can create new and better ways of doing things. For example, old ways of farming that were good for the environment could help us farm better today. Also, old philosophies and ways of thinking can give us new ideas about how to solve problems we have today. By rediscovering this forgotten wisdom, we can understand the world better and find ways to live better together. Learning from the past can help us with the present and get ready for the future. Hey everyone! Did you know that thousands of years ago, the Mayans predicted cycles in space? If you think that's cool, give this video a thumbs up and tell us in the comments which civilization you want to learn about next. Let's dive into the Mayans, a civilization famous for understanding time in a way that was ahead of its time. Their calendar wasn't just for keeping track of days, it was like a map of the cycles of the universe. What can we learn from their predictions today? The Mayans believed that living in harmony with nature was super important, a lesson we really need to remember as our climate changes. But their decline, or fall, is a warning. Even the strongest civilizations can crumble if they forget their values. The Mayans were not only skilled at measuring time, but also at creating a way of life that wouldn't harm the environment, a way of life deeply connected to the world around them. They used clever farming methods, like building terraces and switching up the crops they planted, which helped them succeed in the tough environments of Central America. Their respect for nature was a big part of their religion and everyday lives, showing us that it's vital to keep things balanced with nature. The Mayans were masters of astronomy, which is the study of stars and planets, math, and building. They left behind a legacy that still wows people today. Their writing system, which used pictures and symbols called hieroglyphs, was one of the few well-developed systems in the Americas before Columbus arrived. Their advanced math skills, like using the concept of zero, were revolutionary. Their incredible buildings, like pyramids with steps and special places for observing the stars, show how smart they were and how well they understood engineering and astronomy. The Mayans built cities that were not only practical, but also beautiful, with intricate sculptures and carvings that told stories of their gods, kings, and everyday life. These cities were hubs for trade, culture, and politics, connecting different regions and groups of people through a complex web of relationships. Their understanding of space was unmatched during their time. The Mayans carefully watched how stars, planets, and groups of stars moved, using these observations to make complex calendars. These calendars weren't just useful for farming and religious events, but also for making predictions about the future. Mayan priests and astronomers, who study the stars, believed that the movements of things in space could affect what happened on Earth and reveal clues about what was to come. They developed clever ways to track celestial bodies, including using observatories and tools that used shadows, allowing them to predict solar and lunar eclipses with incredible accuracy. This deep connection to the cosmos was at the heart of their worldview, shaping their myths, rituals, and even political choices. Their intricate calendar, which was created by carefully observing the cycles of the stars and planets, shows just how much they knew about the movements of celestial objects. The Mayan calendar system had the Hab, a solar calendar with 365 days, and the Tzolkin, a ritual calendar with 260 days. These calendars worked together to create longer cycles, like the long count, which lasted for about 5,125 years. The Mayans thought that each cycle of the long count marked the end of an era and the start of a new one, leading to many predictions and ideas about the end of the world. The way these calendars synced up created a complex system that guided their farming practices, religious ceremonies, and how their society was organized. The long count calendar especially was used to keep track of historical events and predict future ones, giving the Mayan culture a sense of continuity and destiny. The Mayan calendar wasn't just a way to measure time, it was like a window into how the universe worked, a guide to understanding the past, present, and future. The Mayans used their calendar to plan religious events, ceremonies, and sacrifices, believing that these actions could influence the gods and make their people prosperous. Mayan priests interpreted signs from the stars and the cycles of the calendar to make predictions about harvests, wars, and natural disasters, which made the religious and political leaders even more powerful in Mayan society. The calendar also played a big role in making rulers seem more important, as they were often seen as messengers between the gods and the people. By connecting their rule to events in the sky, rulers could say they had the gods' favor and become even stronger leaders. The Mayans believed that the universe moved in cycles, where time wasn't a straight line but a spiral of repeating eras. This idea of time affected every part of their lives, from their religion and politics to how they farmed. They believed that each cycle of time was influenced by what the gods and their ancestors did, and that things that happened in the past could happen again in the future. This belief in the cyclical nature of time led to a worldview where the past, present, and future were all connected, and everything a person did had an impact on the universe. Mayan prophecies, which were based on this understanding of time as a cycle, still fascinate and intrigue researchers and history buffs today. Modern scholars are still discovering new things about the Mayans, revealing just how deep and complex their civilization was. The Mayans' concept of cyclical time also influenced their art and stories, with many of their myths and tales reflecting themes of rebirth, renewal, and the idea that things come back around. This rich cultural heritage gives us a glimpse into how the Mayans thought, offering a peek into how they saw their place in the universe and their relationship with the divine. Next, we go to ancient Egypt, the land of the amazing pyramids. These huge buildings aren't just tombs for pharaohs, they're also like maps of the stars, built perfectly in line with the constellations. But how did the ancient Egyptians build these wonders without any modern tools? Some people believe they used advanced engineering, while others think aliens might have helped. We know the Egyptians used ramps made of dirt and bricks to move the giant stone blocks, copper tools to shape them, and smart ways of lifting them into place. No matter how they did it, the pyramids show us that people can do incredible things. But they also show us that power doesn't last forever, not even for pharaohs. Could you imagine building the pyramids today? Tell us what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos about history's biggest mysteries. The Egyptian hieroglyphs, carved into the pyramid walls, tell stories of gods and kings, wars and victories. They give us a glimpse into a civilization that lasted for thousands of years. Egyptians believed writing was magic, that it could make words real. Each symbol was carefully chosen to share important and complicated ideas. Hieroglyphs weren't just used to write down what happened, but also for religious ceremonies and magic spells. By studying these carvings, archaeologists have learned a lot about ancient Egyptian history, uncovering amazing details about their culture, religion, and everyday life. Archaeologists are still finding new secrets hidden under the desert sand. Every new discovery teaches us more about how the ancient Egyptians lived and what they believed. Digging up these ancient sites is hard work and takes many years, but it's worth it. Every object, every carving, every tomb they find adds another piece to the puzzle of Egyptian history. Archaeologists use modern technology, like pictures from satellites and carbon dating, to find and study these ancient places. These tools help them see things that used to be invisible, opening up new ways to research and understand the past. Modern technology has completely changed archaeology, making discoveries possible that no one could have dreamed of just a few decades ago. For example, satellite pictures can show buildings hidden under layers of sand and rock, helping archaeologists find places that might be full of artifacts. Carbon dating lets us figure out how old things are very accurately, giving us important clues about different time periods. These new technologies have not only helped us discover things faster, but they've also changed how we understand ancient history. They show us that even the oldest civilizations still have secrets to tell, mysteries waiting to be solved. In the end, the pyramids of Egypt are much more than just piles of stone. They show us how creative and clever people can be. They're symbols of power and faith, and they're windows into a faraway past. They remind us that even with all our technology, there's still a lot we can learn from ancient civilizations. By exploring their secrets, we can understand our history better and even find ideas for the future. The pyramids still amaze and inspire us, proving that humanity's greatest achievements can last forever. As we finish our trip through the mysteries of the pyramids, we want you to think about what these ancient monuments mean to you. How do you think the pyramids were built? Do you believe the scientific explanations, or do you have other ideas? Tell us what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing journeys through history. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon for another adventure exploring the secrets of lost civilizations. Do you believe Atlantis was a real place? Tell us what you think in the comments. And if you are enjoying learning about history with us, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow. Let's explore the legend of Atlantis, a civilization that is said to have been swallowed by the ocean. Was it a real place, or just a made-up story? The philosopher Plato described Atlantis as a perfect society, but greed and dishonesty led to its destruction. Does that sound familiar? The story of Atlantis is a warning about the dangers of being too proud and the importance of staying humble. Whether Atlantis was real or not, its lessons are important for all time. Atlantis, myth or reality? Some people believe that Atlantis had advanced technology far beyond anything we have today. Energy crystals, flying machines, and complex machines were part of their everyday life. The stories of Atlantis come mostly from the writings of Plato, where he describes a technologically advanced and wealthy civilization. But why would Plato make up such a story? Some people think that Plato just wanted to show the dangers of pride and corruption. Others believe that he was inspired by even older stories, maybe even memories of a lost civilization. Descriptions of Atlantis often include technology and infrastructure that seem unbelievably advanced for that time period. Canal systems, flying machines, and energy crystals are often mentioned. Today, researchers and scientists are still looking for evidence that Atlantis existed. Underwater explorations and studies of the Earth are trying to solve this mystery. The fall of Atlantis is often described as a natural disaster, like an earthquake or a tsunami that destroyed the city in a single moment. This dramatic image has fascinated people for many generations. Whether Atlantis is a myth or a real place, its story reminds us that our own civilizations are not permanent. The lessons of Atlantis are still important today. So, was Atlantis a myth or a real place? We still don't know for sure, and everyone is welcome to have their own opinion. What is clear is that the story of Atlantis continues to fascinate and inspire people. Do you think Atlantis really existed? Tell us what you think in the comments. And if you are enjoying learning about history with us, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow. What are your thoughts on how the Moai were carved and moved? Tell us your ideas in the comments. And if you haven't already, subscribe to join us on more journeys into history. Finally, we explored the Moai of Easter Island. These huge stone statues show how creative people can be, but how were they made and moved? The islanders used stone tools to carve the moai from volcanic rock. To move them, they used smart tricks, like walking the statues by rocking them side to side. This needed lots of teamwork and strength. The tools and ways they moved the statues show how clever the Rapa Nui people were. Easter Island, a great example of human ingenuity. The Moai of Easter Island continue to amaze researchers and visitors from all over the world. Their mystery and magnificence remind us that humans can create incredible works of art. The Moai are not just statues, they are symbols of how clever and strong the Rapa Nui people were. When you visit Easter Island, you can't help but feel a deep respect for the people who built these amazing things long ago. The Moai are a real connection to the past. They remind us that it's important to take care of our history and culture. What are your thoughts on how the Moai were carved and moved? Tell us your ideas in the comments. And if you haven't already, subscribe to join us on more journeys into history. If you found this video inspiring, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Atlas of Wisdom for more journeys into the mysteries of history. And don't forget to leave a comment below. Which civilization's wisdom speaks to you the most? Thank you for watching and see you soon for a new video. Together, let's continue to explore and learn from the treasures of the past for a better future. Our journey through time and lost civilizations is coming to an end. But before we wrap up, let's take a moment to think about what we've learned and how this knowledge can enrich our modern world. From the Mayans to the Moai, through ancient Egypt and Atlantis, we have explored the remains of fascinating cultures, carrying valuable lessons for our time. These civilizations, though gone, have left lasting traces of their greatness and wisdom. Their monuments, artifacts, and legends continue to fuel our imagination and inspire us. Each civilization, in its own way, sought to unravel the mysteries of the universe, to understand its place in the cosmos. The Mayans, for example, developed a complex calendar based on their observations of the stars, while the Egyptians aligned their pyramids with the stars. These efforts show a universal quest for knowledge and understanding, a quest that continues to inspire us today. Their astronomical observations, their architectural knowledge, their philosophies reveal great intelligence and a deep connection with nature. The temples and observatories they built are not only amazing feats of engineering, but also symbols of their respect for the universe and natural forces. The philosophers of these times asked big questions that still resonate with us today, reminding us that some questions are timeless. So, what can we learn from these lost civilizations? The Mayans teach us harmony with nature. The Egyptians remind us of the power of human ingenuity. Atlantis warns us against greed, and Easter Island emphasizes the importance of sustainability. Their wisdom is not just history, it's a guide for our future. Faced with today's challenges, let's remember the lessons of the past. Because the secrets of lost civilizations are not just stories, they are clues to a better world. By incorporating these lessons into our daily lives, we can not only honor their memory, but also build a brighter and more sustainable future. The technologies and innovations of ancient civilizations are also a source of inspiration for modern solutions. Roman aqueducts, for example, show an impressive mastery of water engineering, essential for water management today. Persian windmills, meanwhile, are the early versions of modern renewable energy. Ancient Egyptian medical tools reveal an advanced understanding of medicine and surgery. The irrigation systems of Mesopotamian civilizations and the shipbuilding techniques of the Phoenicians demonstrate an ingenuity that can still guide us in our efforts for sustainable development. As we delve into the echoes of ancient wisdom, we discover that the knowledge of these civilizations continues to resonate in our modern world. The brilliance of their discoveries and innovations forms a foundation upon which contemporary technology is built and still inspires today. Take, for example, the field of astronomy. The Mayans, with their complex calendars and celestial observations, laid the groundwork for our understanding of the cosmos. Even today, their methods inspire modern astronomers to develop more accurate ways to map the stars and predict celestial events. The alignment of the pyramids of Egypt with the stars reminds us how ancient civilizations used their astronomical knowledge to achieve architectural marvels. In architecture, the ingenuity of ancient builders continues to influence modern design. The precision with which the Great Pyramids were built, the durability of Roman aqueducts, and the innovative urban planning of ancient cities like Mohenjo-daro and Teotihuacan provide valuable lessons for sustainable and resilient infrastructure today. Modern architects are drawing inspiration from these ancient techniques to create buildings that are not only aesthetically pleasing, but also environmentally friendly and structurally sound. Medicine, too, owes much to ancient wisdom. The advanced medical tools and surgical techniques of ancient Egypt, documented in texts like the Edwin Smith Papyrus, reveal a sophisticated understanding of the human body. These ancient practices are informing contemporary medical research, leading to new innovations in surgical procedures and healthcare. Furthermore, the irrigation systems of Mesopotamia and the ingenious water management solutions of ancient Rome are being revisited today as we seek sustainable solutions to global water scarcity. The concept of wind energy, pioneered by Persian windmills, is now a cornerstone of renewable energy, guiding us towards a greener future. As we face the challenges of the modern age, let us remember the lessons of the past. The wisdom of ancient civilizations is not just a relic of history, it is a beacon guiding us towards a future where technology and nature coexist harmoniously. By integrating ancient knowledge with modern innovation, we can create solutions that are not only advanced, but also sustainable and respectful of our planet. The secrets of lost civilizations are much more than stories. They are blueprints for a better future. Let us honor their legacy by continuing to explore, learn, and innovate, inspired by the timeless wisdom of our ancestors. Thank you for watching Wisdom of Atlas. If you like this trip through history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more explorations of the mysteries of the past.